All right, just going to do a quick trade breakdown. It's the 4th of November 2025. I took 3 trades today. As I said in the last video, I'm trading quite aggressively on this eval. I ended up splitting this over 2 accounts because I took a loss on the first one. So that would have almost hit my daily drawdown limit. So I had to switch over to a second account to be able to take the second 2, which ended up being a loser on the first account and then a winner and a break even on the second account. So I'll start off on the 4 hour. So my original target my overall target was bearish to fill this gap, which has happened now. But at first I just wanted to see us tap up into this 4 hour fair value gap. But out of open, we had this huge displacement candle after wicking this and closing through here, inversing this 5 minute. So I was like, okay, the target's pretty clear down here. So I dropped down into a 1 minute and saw us tap into this 1 minute bearish fair value gap, respected it and started pushing downwards. So I ended up taking my entry at the end of this candle with stops just above and take profit just below here, just purely for the R, and then was going to go break even once we had a bit of a push down. But yeah, literally within like 5 seconds, we just completely reversed. It was not ideal, but not the end of the world. I thought as a little continuation, I thought that was just super clear that we was going to hit that just because of how strong that closure through was. And then this target was right here, but what can you do? Ended up switching over to the next account. And after this, we ended up finally pushing up and closing through. We had a load of low resistance liquidity lurking above here as targets. So we had a strong 5 minute closure through here, pulled back into this 1 minute fair value gap, and then had some clear displacement away. So I ended up taking this position, which hit for a 1.05 R. Can't complain with that. And then I accidentally, it should have been more dollar amount of a win, but I accidentally used like 1 or 2 less contracts than I should have, but something to learn from. So yeah, ended up taking that win. That was quite an easy one, just displacing towards the draw. Easy as you like. It was basically the same trade as this one, but obviously this one just didn't want to get hit. And then a little bit later on into the session, we'd made these highs, come down. This was a 5 minute fair value gap that we tapped into, started moving away, had this huge displacement, had a 1 minute fair value gap out of it, which this time we had the reversal candle, had one candle beginning to displace away. Oh shit, sorry. This was a higher position. I was going for 1.5 R. And yeah, because my fill was quite bad. Like my mate Rob ended up getting filled like down here because he didn't wait for this displacement candle and I did. So yeah, ended up riding this through, wanted to see us have one last push because this candle was just pushing and pushing. I was like, okay, I'll be able to get through that. As soon as we took this high and moved stops to break even, and yeah, obviously just didn't play out. So I probably should have trailed more aggressively once we took this, especially after this candle closure. I should have just gotten out, but got break even. I think it's like a $40 win, so not the end of the world. But yeah, it could have definitely been a lot better. Definitely more that I could have done today to increase my profits. This trade I'm not upset about because we hadn't even swept. We come up, respected this, hadn't even swept this low yet, so I thought that was quite clear of a draw, but obviously used that, generated liquidity, and then came down later on. This one, I was happy with this trade. The only way that I could have made more money off of this trade was literally just holding it out for longer, but I literally had no idea that we'd run this high up, obviously, so no, I can't complain with that. Just took my piece of the pie. And then, yeah, obviously this one could have just trailed my stops a bit more aggressively. Would have been a much better day if I'd have done that. But overall, can't complain. Not a bad trading day. I think this was like an $800 loss. This was a $900 win. And then this was a $24 win, or something like that. So yeah, not too bad on the day. Let's have a little look what we're looking for tomorrow. We're still coming down. We are now filled this new week opening gap from the end of October. So I'd probably expect us to keep being bearish unless overnight we have a clear flip and start targeting some of these highs. But yeah, not a bad trading day. I would never normally take this many trades, but just trying to get through this eval. So yeah, we're down 800 on the other account and then up 924 on this one. So 2.1 R away if I actually risk $1,000 like I meant to. So we'll see if we can get that done by the end of the week. So yeah, I think all of those were kind of strong A+ setups, but you can't win them all. But yeah, that's basically it. If there's any questions, just drop them in the comments. Drop me a message on Instagram at @George Kerr _. And yeah, that's basically it. I'll post a short form version of this on TikTok and stuff as well. So make sure to check that out. I'm also running a giveaway for 2 Alpha Futures accounts and 3 Alpha 50K Pro accounts with Alpha Capital Group. So if that's something you're interested in, go check out my other socials and all the details will be there. Yeah, that's basically it. That's the trade recap.